sideways. All right, this is it.
What did you do?
You're allowed to go. Take any time off. What? Dang it!
This couldn't be better if we had planned it.
Yeah.
If Clem is watching this right now, he is either angry or he's peeing his pants laughing right now. And I even have Riley Clem at my door right now because he's here in his office. So I've got his son coming to see if he can help. And I'm okay. I'm just going sideways. Okay. I quit trying. This is.
I've been here to yell for like 2 minutes.
Riley's up front working on some stuff at the office here, and he just hears me yelling at things in the office. So he came back to check on me.
Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've just taped Jeff to the ceiling. That's all it really is. There's nothing wrong with your camera. It's fine.
That would really need some duct tape to do that. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm never going to hear the end of this.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Rick Z. How are you?
I'm good. How about you guys?
I'm good. I had all kind of great, things I was going to pop up on the screen and show tonight, and we can't do that now. So we're going to have you back on another time when Mark can run the show here because clearly we cannot leave me in charge of things.
Okay.
Mr. Royal, how are
Yes,
you this
sir.
evening?
I'm doing great.
All right. Well, listen, I'm going to go. We're going to go for this. I still want to talk to Rick about his new neighborhood. John, stop laughing. You're going to make me crack up. I got some quizzes for you guys, though. I looked up some information. Let's do a quiz. How many homes do you think for sale in the Charleston market MLS as of about 20 minutes ago? How many total homes for sale?
4348.
4,300.
I think John already did his homework.
I think he's really close.
Yeah, because I actually have it on the other screen, so sorry.
Actually, one went under contract since I looked it up because it was 43.49 when I looked about 20 minutes ago.
Okay, well, there you go.
You're not going to have this up on your screen. This will dive in a little bit deeper. All right, Mike, this one's for you. How many homes in Summerville right now for sale between 400 and 600,000?
1,800.
397.
Yeah, not even close.
Not even close. All right, Rick, this one's for you. I'll tell you what, I'll give you one that you may be a little familiar with because of a previous life of yours. How many homes in Four Seasons for sale right now, past or existing homes or new? On the MLS.
23.
20, pretty close. And John, yours is Del Webb Nexton.
20.
18, really close.
Yeah.
And two more. Mike, Summers Corner, all homes, including Horizons.
Actively for sale?
Yeah.
102.
57. You are not good at this game.
No, I'm not. Not good at all.
All right, Rick, you got the last one I looked up. All homes for sale in Carnes Crossroads, new and existing.
All new and existing. Oh, man. They got their push. So 61.
There are 30.
Wow. I thought there'd be more.
Yeah, because they're coming out with like 30 houses a month, pretty much, always for sale. Got a couple questions or comments here, guys. If you have any questions, throw them in here. Celeste Rose, hello. In Tidewater community, will there be a gym? I thought I saw it in the amenities that was going to be getting one. No, I don't believe there's going to be a gym there. The closest gym would be at the YMCA, which is in Cane Bay, which you can get to from Tidewater by golf cart if you want to. And Jerry Matisse, Jeff, you're going to fall on John.
Jerry's just laughing his head off.
Don't unbuckle your seatbelt. Oh, Mark, I'm sorry. All right. Hey, Rick, good to have you on here, buddy. Give us a little life update. You've been our go-to for many years now in another neighborhood, and you've made a little career change here.
Yep. I jumped across the water, and I'm in the Coves, which is still at the Lakes of Cane Bay, with a company called Meritage Homes. And
Meritage. Okay, so I can stop saying Meritage then, is
yes,
what you're telling
please.
me. Okay.
My son does it all the time now just to mess with me. But yeah, no. So it's their first foray into Charleston. Today's what, the 29th?
It is.
A little over 3 weeks, we should start selling.
Okay.
We'll have 2 inventory homes that'll be coming. So we're really coming on strong. The model is about 2 to 3 weeks from completion. It's really coming along. We're really starting to get the final touches on that, get the furniture in there. The Coves is an existing community, and initially it was going to be 359 homes because I personally live in the Coves. So it was interesting to hear that we're going to be much larger, and Meritage can be purchasing up to 96 right now, but another 700 and change.
Oh, wow. That's really quite the difference.
Yeah, we're actually working through that finalization, and I believe you learned a little bit about some of that today when you went to that meeting between 11 and 1, because a part of that is Meritage.
Yeah. So, John, Mike, I went over to Cane Bay Church today. They had this developer in there with just a bunch of pictures of what this new community is going to be in Cane Bay if everything gets approved. And it looks really interesting. It looks lovely. It's the same property management company that did the Ion here in Charleston.
Okay.
And they've done really cool stuff all
Wow.
over the country. So they do really nice high-end stuff. It's mix of retail and commercial and single family and condos and townhouses and all. The one interesting thing, Rick, I don't know if they've heard this yet, but they were saying that they don't really use the waterfront as lakefront homes. They use the waterfront more for communal space and more acts as an amenity in the neighborhood. So I think I'm super excited to see what it's going to turn out to be. It looks really interesting.
Yeah. So I guess from what I know in this future that we're going to be purchasing, there's a lake. It's called Daniel Lake. And that lake isn't even going to be the one that they're even using as the 500-acre lake.
Right.
So it's really interesting how much more water we're going to have than what we already currently have. So it's actually going to be pretty interesting and unique because to have that water access. Again, I'm starting to think a little bit more like a Barefoot Landing. You're going to have that commercial, but yet you got just on the other side of the Intercoastal Waterway, you have those condos, homes, things like that.
So your neighborhood, do you have lakefront property in your neighborhood coming at some point?
So we have, of course, the waterway. That's a very immediate. Actually, the first 2 homes we'll be able to sell are going to actually be on the water. But then we will have Daniel Lake. We are going to have a fair amount of homes around that lake, which is going to connect to the already existing waterway.
Okay.
So yeah, that's going to be more probably for those larger lake lots. Those are going to be, I would have to guess, probably 2026 before that happens. But we do have a lot of waterway views, kind of like what we had in the Four Seasons when I was there.
So tell us a little bit about, because we've just driven through the neighborhood. I don't know a whole lot about the neighborhood yet. Tell me about the builder. Tell me about the homes that are going in. What do you like about it?
Yeah, well, it's the energy efficiency. I mean, they're the leader in the country for energy efficient homes, and it starts with the spray foam. The home's completely encapsulated. So, for noise dampening, keeping bugs out, heck, you can put stuff up in the attic because the attic space is completely enclosed. No more soffits are needed. In fact, you're going to see a newer technology, if you will, in And this market for the roofs, instead of the old ridge vents we would see, now you're going to see these vents in areas over just like the covered patios and the covered front porch, and which is a great segue because all the homes are going to have these beautiful front porches. I think the smallest in its depth is 6 feet, and others getting much larger. And then the smallest in width, I believe, is like 17 feet. So these are beautiful front porches that really play on what we currently have, the beautiful, vibrant colors. And we're going to have homes from 1,700 to 3,000 square feet.
How many different models total?
10 different floor plans.
How many one levels?
5.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So
what's
from
those
17
sizes of the single levels ranging?
Yeah, it's these we have some really good ones. The Chandler's the smallest. The Newport, we're considering bringing the Newport in with a loft, very similar to kind of what you saw over at Four Seasons, because we do think we're going to have some active adult buyers in this community. We already do.
Yeah.
But and then we'll have the 5 single stories from that 2,000 to that 3,000 square feet. A couple with some larger garages, one with a 3-car tandem. But we have a few where I can definitely get 2 cars and a golf cart in.
Oh, on the ranches also?
Yes. I'm still going through some of the specifics because I got 4 feet, 8 feet in some areas to play with.
Okay.
In terms of the garage, I need to finalize that 100%. But I think at least 2 of the 5 on the ranches, we have that space.
What's the price range we're thinking going to be starting out for the neighborhood?
Mid 4s and getting up to that 3,000 square feet on the water, probably maybe pushing 6. So I would put us anywhere between that 450-ish, 460 to 600 range.
Hardy plank or vinyl?
Hardy.
That I don't want to sound stupid, but I kind of expected in the Coves for those numbers to be a little bit higher compared to, Coves is really a sought after neighborhood. It's a very nice neighborhood.
I'm a little surprised myself, but I'm not going to complain.
No, yeah.
I think these prices are going to be that introduction pricing, and then we'll get our footing as we go. But these homes are going to be well appointed. They are going to be all inventory, which we call showcase homes. And these are basically turnkey homes. And when I say that is all the homes will have, of course, the typical appliances that you would see. But in addition to that, it's going to have the refrigerator. They're all going to have washer and dryer. They're all going to have blinds. So really, you're filling it with your furniture and your clothing and things like that because everything else is ready to go.
Mike, I can't think of the last time I sold a house that came with a washer and dryer. Have you sold any recently?
No.
It seems like all the builders kind of stopped doing that here at COVID times.
Yeah. Occasionally you'll get a refrigerator, but
yeah, a lot of the spec homes come with a refrigerator. Some of them will come with blinds, but washer and dryer I haven't seen in a couple of years now.
Yep. I was telling you guys kind of behind the scenes, we're going to turn some things on its head. And it goes right back to that energy efficiency. We have 16 SEER AC units that we're putting in, multi-speed carrier units. We use MERV 13 filters, which is the highest you can use in a residential home. Anything higher is commercial for hospitals. All our homes are indoor air quality plus certified. So if you have allergies outside, we can tell you're not going to have them in our houses. The dust that accumulates and even some of our counterparts, new homes, you're not going to see that. Those air particles that are floating in the air, you're not going to see that because we're filtering the air through that MERV 13 filter, going through the homes, and it's pushing it through and bringing in fresh air and then pushing it everywhere. And it's constantly moving. So it's just a clean home. Life built better. I mean, there's a reason why we lead with that. And I did work with this company a little over 10 years ago when I got into this business down in Florida. And I have been waiting quite a long time for them to come here. And the fact that it's literally in my backyard is it's quite incredible.
So, what's the closest areas where they build right now in South Carolina?
So we're in Myrtle Beach.
Okay.
We've been there for 4 years. We're in Greenville, Spartanburg area, and we've been in Charlotte, I want to say for 13, 14 years now.
Okay. So, you guys are pretty well established in the area.
Yes. Working with a lot of the local trades here. And of course, some of them we're bringing some of them from other locations because we use spray foam and everything. So we wanted to make sure that we had the proper trade that could do what we need them to do.
Yeah. That's not real normal for this market.
It is not. So in 2009, Meritage spent $40 million. Now in today's dollars, that might be 70, it seems like, because of the change in the dollar. But no one else was doing that at that time. Other builders were reeling back because of the market. But they wanted to figure out how to perfect and make an energy efficient home. In fact, we were the first builder to ever have a net zero home. And of course, you have to incorporate solar and things like that. But our ratings, because of the spray foam, because of the windows, it's an MI window, and you see those a lot around. But to give you a little more insight, New Leaf, Homes by Dickerson, we have a lot of the same windows that we put in, and those are great caliber builders as well. So it really shows you, that we just take it to the next level. And when people come into the homes, I'm telling you that it's just going to feel different. Things you're going to walk outside, they're going to be cutting grass, and you're not going to hear it inside because it's just the foam just does amazing things. In addition to that, there are builders that do radiant barriers, which are very important in the South. The foam already acts as a radiant barrier. So it's just another level of protection for the home, your pocketbook. It's just, I'm very excited, and I can't wait for everyone to see it.
I'm going to sell these homes to anybody in EMS or firefighters that work 24-hour shifts, because I cannot tell you how horrible it is to work a 24-hour shift, be up all night long running calls. You come home, you go to bed at 8 o'clock in the morning, and then your neighbor starts cutting the grass at 10 a.m. And you wake up with like an hour and a half of sleep, and I could never fall back asleep. It was horrible.
Yeah, not going to have that problem. We're doing what's called RevWood in all the common areas, as well as the primary suite. And RevWood is, how would I say this? Like laminate on steroids.
Okay.
This stuff is completely durable. It's newer to the market. So when we're thinking a 2-story home, all the bedrooms aside from the primary are going to have carpet. But everything else is going to be RevWood. The stairs are going to be oak with ebony treads. It's the 5-panel doors. We're going to be doing 9 foot and then 8 foot on the second floor. I was hoping to get that 10, but then learning a little bit what that price entailed to do 10-foot ceilings, I'm okay with the 9 and the 8.
I mean, listen, every builder can put all this stuff in, put in the irrigation systems and put in this and then that, but it just drives up the price on everything.
Well, perfect. Irrigations are standard. That's included. Gutters are standard. That's included.
Oh, wow.
We really want people to move into the home and create something as close to turnkey as possible. It's a little bit different. It's taking some from all the builders. Because I've been doing active adult for so long, I know them very well, and I know the traditional. But now I'm really diving into it, and I was like, wow, we're literally taking a little bit from everyone. The beautiful 6-inch cottage trim that Cave Nini was known for, we're doing it. It's wrapping all the windows. It's a beautiful home, and for the price that we're coming into this market. The first, I would say, 5 or 6 people that buy, they're probably going to see the most benefit because we're going to have those price increases.
Yeah, every builder does. Some
Yeah.
builders it's every 5 houses. It's on a timeline, but that we see that all the time. I've got a question here from Stephanie. John, you want to help Stephanie out here? Is it too far to golf cart from the back of Cane Bay to restaurants and grocery stores?
Not at all. Not at all. Even if you're back here in where the Four Seasons is or beyond, back where Summerwind and Jasmine Point are, there's a lot of people that use their golf cart to go up to the Publix that are in front of the neighborhood. There's a great little Mexican place my dad and I went to yesterday called Rio Chico. It's really good. Very Baja kind of Mexico. But yeah, a lot of people use their golf carts. Has to be electric. You can't do gas. But other than that, yeah, you should be fine.
So Cane Bay has in this the new neighborhood that Rick's talking about is in Cane Bay. It's in the ponds. I'd say it's, I don't know, Rick, what do you think? It's 2/3 of the way back into Cane Bay. Is that probably a good estimate?
Yeah, it's probably around like, not to get technical, probably like 2.6 miles from Publix or something like that.
Okay.
It's not bad. I've done it in my personal golf cart. In fact, one of the golf carts that we caught on fire when I was at the Four Seasons. I took that on a single charge, literally to the back where Summer Crossing is, and went all the way back up and went to the Oaks before we had to turn around because we had clients come in. It took longer to show people stuff.
Yeah,
but I could have made it to Publix and back. So there's some, and those are lead batteries. If you had a lithium battery, I mean, you can just go.
Yeah, you'd be good to go. Hey, have you seen any eagles lately over there?
Yes, we got 2 very active lately. We have one. What was it? Is today Tuesday?
Yeah.
Saturday. Yeah, it rained on Sunday, or it was gloomy on Sunday. On Saturday, I was out back and we were fishing for a few moments, and one dive bombed over by the bridge. And but yeah, there's been 2 very active lately.
I was coming out past the hospital, Berkeley Hospital, and there was a dead kitty cat in the road that got hit. Very sad. But the eagle saw it, and the eagle came down in front of my car to snatch that cat up off the road. I stopped traffic the way I was going, and the other traffic didn't see what was going on, kept going and scared it away. So luckily it got away, but it was amazing. It came down right in front of my car. It was so cool looking. I cannot believe I didn't get it on video.
Yeah, that's cool.
I can, because you're sideways.
Oh, come on. All I can keep in my head right now is absolute, like the look on Clem's face when he turns this on either live or
He's got
looks at it
perfect
later.
Oh, he already knows. He's already texted us.
Oh, did he really? Oh,
Yeah.
gosh. Oh, so Mark, his daughter Abby is playing in a state tournament for golf this week up in Columbia. And so Mark is up there doing the daddy-daughter golf thing for 2 days. And he left me in charge of the live tonight, which I guess he's just not going to ever take a Tuesday off again. He's working every Tuesday, or he'll be doing it like from the golf cart. He would be more successful doing this from the golf cart than I am here in office.
No, what he's going to do is he's going to send me a text that says, John, I need you in the office every Tuesday.
Yeah. I'm sorry for you guys. One of you is going to have to step in here. There's Heidi from Connecticut. Hello, Heidi and Wes. Good to see y'all. Thank you for watching me sideways this evening.
Jeff,
All right,
what
so
are
tell me
you
about a mini
using to
centers.
record yourself?
What's that?
What are you using? What's your camera?
Whatever Mark bought me. Well, no. Here's what's going on. Right now, I'm using the camera from the tablet over here, and over this way is my computer that I'm looking at you guys at.
Yeah.
So this is the tablet I'm looking at, but it's turned sideways, and I don't know how to unsideways it. That's a technical term. You don't need to understand that.
Can you just turn it sideways though?
Okay, so here's what I did. Right before we were going live, I tried to turn it sideways, and it turned me right side up.
Yeah.
But then it was hitting a button on the side of the tablet, and it was shutting off my microphone.
Okay.
It's a calamity.
I'm just trying to help you out, man.
I appreciate that. I really do. All right. So tell me about amenities. What's what's going on in the ponds with the new neighborhood? Do they have access to the old pool and the fishing dock and pier and all that stuff?
So those amenities are staying. So the pool, because with the first phase 3 and 4, phase 3 is 18 homes, and then 78 homes for phase 4. So they'll be using the pool, the boathouse, of course, the trails, but the boat launch is just about complete. And that boat launch is in a great location because right when you go back to Calm Water Way, you'll come to a lovely median, if you will, a roundabout that people love so much. And just to the right of that is going to be that Daniel Lake. Yeah. And then you're going to, and then right a little bit below it is the current waterway. And so it's going to connect right there where both are going to connect. So it's going to have that easy access to go one way or the other.
So are you going to be able to canoe on Daniel Lake and the big waterway at the same time?
Yes. That will happen most likely late next year because we're finalizing that deal. So we'll have that. Now, when we get to our additional homes, that's when we're going to have a clubhouse. We're going to have another pool. We're going to have a lot of other amenities.
Nice.
That are coming, and they are very nice. I wish I could say it would be at the level of the Four Seasons, but I'm going to be honest, I don't know anyone else that's going to do something like that.
Yeah. And I don't even think it's really expected in the non-55 plus space, right? Because that just drives the cost of, the monthly member HOAs and all that. I don't know that people are looking for that in this type of neighborhood, but it sounds like what you're going to have is going to be awesome.
Yes. I was hoping to be able to talk more about that, but we're still working on finalizing everything with that, and hopefully soon. But I will say I got 16 homes that I just worked on that we're going to have in addition to the 18 already. So basically between end of November, we'll start 2, 3, and then about 5, 6 a month we'll be able to sell in the short period of time. And then that'll start taking off more and more. And then I'll be coming to see you guys later this week to really tell you a little bit how we do things differently too with realtors and how much we appreciate them because they are an important part of this process, especially with a new builder coming in. It helps that we have that relationship. So I'm really looking forward to just giving you guys a lot of great information.
Well, I'm looking forward to being able to show on screen all the stuff that I had planned on showing tonight. So we will definitely get this rescheduled again when Mark is at the helm and kind of show everybody what's coming. All right, guys. Well, listen, I think we're going to cut it short this evening since I am sideways and can't show any of the things I want to do. I apologize to everybody. I also apologize to the Klim family for Mark never taking a Tuesday off again. Or John being actually, Mike, you ran the show the first time that Mark was off, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
And you did fantastic.
Well, you weren't sideways, so
what's impressive is
that's going to be the barometer from here on out. Is can we keep Jeff straight in the video?
John, you're muted. You got anything else, John? Any thoughts?
No, I'm just. I feel like you're staring at my bald spot right now. That's just about it.
I'm looking at it. I try not to look at myself because I get sick every time I see it. All right, guys. Well, thank you. We'll reschedule this and do it again. Sorry, everybody. I screwed everything up tonight, but this is what happened when Klim leaves. I don't even know where to wave.
Yeah. It's like a roller coaster ride.
Oh, my gosh.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Yeah, have a good night.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you for trying, Mike.
Man, I don't know what happened.
And you know what? When Clem comes in here on Thursday,